At Bianchi Honda, we want to exceed your expectations for customer service. From our gorgeous showroom and accommodating staff to our extraordinary selection of Honda vehicles and industry-leading service department. Your vehicle should be the best choice for you, and you can find it here at Bianchi Honda. I'm Jason Perico, and I promise to always make it worth a visit.
Live time now for the Gannon Golden Knights Coaches Show. He is Coach John Reilly. Coach, it's been a little while. How you been?
Been good. Yeah, we've been busy playing games, so it's been good.
Absolutely. Prior to that, I guess you didn't get much of a break. It was in 2016. You got a couple weeks off. So returned and a tough loss to IUP. How much of that had to do with just being off?
I don't know. Our guys, it was the same for everybody, and our guys had a chance to win the game. They did that to themselves in terms of they gave themselves an opportunity. We were down late in that second half and actually tied it and had the ball with, I think, about a minute 15 in the game and got a pretty good shot off, and I think we got another one. But IUP's been finding a way to win close games, and that's just kind of how that one went. We did not do a very good job rebounding that game. IUP got a lot of offensive rebounds, and I think that was a big difference in the game as well.
And it looks like they played a little bit more stout defensively than other teams, or was it on the offensive side? Because you got 57 points in this game. It seems if you score 80 or 90, you win. In that one, though, it looked like a defensive matchup.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, it seems like so long ago now that we're talking about it, but if I remember correctly, we had a lot of really good shots, and you got to make them. But rebounding, they got a lot of second opportunities. I think on their first shot, I think we held them to like 90%. But then on the second, if they got a second shot, it was like 56%. And then if they got a third shot, it was like 70%. So you just can't give a team that good that many chances.
Then it was off to a 5-game win streak. So let's kind of rope together Cal, 93-88 victory. Seton Hill, I don't want to waste too much of your time on these because they happened so long ago. Seton Hill, 83-73. It seems to me Phoenix has stepped to the forefront for sure. Dogan, we knew what he was capable of, but this year he's doing it consistently, and that's good to see.
Matt's really had a wonderful senior year, and he's doing a little bit of everything. He's scoring more, but he's rebounding, he's passing, he's defending better. But it's been a combination of all of them. Isaiah Jackson's had his moments. Jimmy Berger's been tremendous. Damon Murad has been fantastic, just doing a lot of the dirty work, and Jarrell Williams. We've had some guys come off the bench that have really helped us. So I'd like to believe that we're coming together as a group.
Players like Murad, and I don't know, you may disagree, but it seems to me he doesn't care about his stats so much. He wants to win a game. Do you have to bring that out in players, or is that just something that's ingrained in the type of guy?
I think he knows what his role is, and his role is he usually guards the opposing team's best player. He is our most active defender, but he does a lot of things. He takes the ball out of bounds. He does a great job of talking on defense because he's usually that's just his job, and he likes it. And we try to bring that out. We try to really encourage that. But he's a very good all-around player. He's had games where he scored a lot too. But the thing I respect about him is he's willing to do the dirty work, and he wants to win at all costs.
I guess I'm just wondering about Damon. When he came in, is that something you saw in him? That
Most
he was
definitely.
Shut down?
Most definitely. That's why we recruited him. Cool. And sometimes players, they see themselves differently. They want to be a guard, or but he's just a good basketball player, and he can play a little bit of anywhere. But that's definitely why we recruited him.
Then moving on, it was a matchup against Pitt at Johnstown. A lot of these went to overtime. This is the Dogan buzzer beater, Thriller. And I know you have a ton of respect for Pitt Johnstown and the coaching there, so I always like to ask you about this team. But 105-97, Sean texted me immediately about that buzzer beater to pull the audio for it. So I know it was exciting.
Well, I think the key there, too, is it was just our guys. I mean, they were calm. The whole game. I mean, the first half just kind of flowed. I mean, neither team could really stop the other team, and but it had a funny way about it, the game, and our guys just kind of hung in there, and we were definitely fortunate to send it in overtime, and we had to have a number of things happen, and they did happen, Isaiah Jackson ended up getting fouled on a 3, and there was a 4-point play there, and we fouled right away, and then we fouled their best free throw shooter, and he missed the first one.
Just like you drew it up.
Just like we drew it up. And thankfully, he made the second one, because if he would have missed it, probably wouldn't have won the game, because then we would have had to probably launch one from three-quarter court. But he made it, so we were able to set up. We had already called what we were going to do, and because he made it, we were able to take it out of bounds and kind of get guys where they had to be. And Evan Phoenix made a great throw on the ball, and Joey Fustine made a great catch on the ball, and then he threw it to Matt Dogan, who was kind of streaking up that left sideline, and thankfully he made it. And once it went overtime, our guys just got another energy about them, and the rest is history.
As a fan, in those moments, you're just captivated, wondering what happens next. As a coach, you can't really take the time to be captivated. So what's going through your head late in the game as you're managing that situation? How much of it is pulling for the players to just do what you've coached them to do? How much of it is managing the game?
Well, it's the players, and you just want to keep them hanging in there. Like, for instance, last game, which is another one that went double overtime. And we were up big in the first half, which sometimes I hate that as a coach, when you're up big, because there's always a tendency to relax. And our league, from top to bottom, is really, the teams are really all probably very about the same. And, play here, play there. You look at the scores, and it can go either way, whether, Cal could have beat us here, and they hadn't won a league game or whatever, and then they go and they knock somebody off. I mean, Cal's good. I think Clarion lost 6 in a row. Are you kidding me? They're good. I mean, they have good players. I mean, you saw some of the shots that they made. But we just try to just keep coaching our guys, and we always tell them it's a long game. It's a long game, and we got to continue to try to keep doing what we're doing defensively and offensively. Just keep sharing the ball, and a lot of times the game will come back to you if you just kind of hang in there.
4 out of 5 of these went to overtime over this stretch of 5-game win streak. We were looking at Pitt Johnstown and moved on to Edinburgh. This was an 80-69 victory, and not to mention your 200th. But I heard you were unaware going into the game.
I mean, honestly, that stuff doesn't really matter. I mean, my assistant Andy Starks always he just thinks Dan Telesky's the greatest thing since sliced bread. I mean, and Andy was at St. Bonaventure, and he just raves about his coach's notes and all those things in there. But I don't read them. I mean, I'll after the game, I'll look to see who is on the cover of the program, because again, I think they do a great job. I mean, it's simple, it's to the point, it has bullet points information, and so I'll look at that. But I usually don't read the other stuff. But again, that wasn't really. I mean, that was a big game for us because it was a league game. So and that was a game that we really wanted. Edinburgh got after us pretty good last year, and we have a lot of respect for them, and that really was our focus.
It's good to see competitive basketball within the area. We've got some great coaches, but I got to go back to it. Was there a moment driving home, at least, that you kind of took a breath, decompressing, and thinking, wow, 200 victories, I've been here again and for some time now?
Yeah, and you do. I mean, but we think about, we got a lot of texts from our former players, but we've been doing this a long time now, and we had won a lot of games down in Kentucky, and they all really just kind of start going together. So you think more about, just the players. And then you always just, again, and I'm not saying this, you get absorbed in the guys that you have right now because there's a lot going on. We got 3 guys who are going to graduate this summer, so you're just trying to make sure that they're focused on what they have to do. We have some good young players that are coming on, and as well as we've had to blend a lot of new guys quickly. And again, that's a credit to them. Because early we had to practice extremely hard, just trying to get some manufactured time together, just to build up some cohesiveness. So that's really my thoughts. And the thing with coaching, and my wife Donna, she always laughs. She's like, you can't ever enjoy the games, but you can't really, because the turnaround time has been unbelievable in the last 5 games. I mean, because we played Wednesday night and classes started, they were off Thursday, so it was immediate to start preparing for Clarion, and it's just been boom, 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 boom. So you have a day. The coaches have to be organized because you really only have a day. You really have about an hour and 15 minutes, whatever, to get that next day to get them ready for that next game. So that's been our focus. You just boom, you're on to the next game, and it's kind of the way it is.
All right, well, don't mind us. We'll be here talking about your accomplishments as a coach. He's John Reilly, head coach of the Gannon Golden Knights. 110-104 victory against Clarion, and you said it. Pitt Johnstown comes to mind too, not because of what they've done recently, but I remember a time since I've been at Erie that Pitt Johnstown was among one of the weaker teams in the PSAC. So
Oh,
to see the conference just.
they're really good. I mean, they probably execute, and this is no disrespect to any of the teams. They probably execute better than any team that we played against all year.
Clarion or Pitt Johnstown?
Pitt Johnstown.
Gotcha.
You look, they average over 20 assists a game, and that really says something. And you make one mistake, it's 3. So, but each team is different, and each team is good in their own way. Each team presents different challenges. So, we're just kind of taking it one day at a time.
All right. Does the focus change? You have different goals to accomplish. I mean, when you're 8-3 in the PSAC, you're accomplishing most of the goals I would say we set out for. So, as a coach, what are some things you'll focus on in the latter half of this?
Well, we're trying to get better defensively. I didn't think we did a great job defending ball screens against Clarion. Every time we made a mistake on ball screens, I don't want to get too technical here, but we hedge them, we shock them, whatever you want to call it, and then the other guard pushes them into that screen. We go over the top. Well, a couple of times in that game, for whatever reason, we went behind, and when you go behind that screen, basically you're leaving a really good shooter open. Now it's a long shot, but you're leaving him open, and I'd rather, he has too much space. So we got to try to shore that up. Edinburgh always runs a lot of things, and they'll defend us in different ways. So we're just trying to get our guys used to what they're going to see.
Well, Mercyhurst, speaking of familiar teams, you've got them Wednesday, 7:30 p.m. What do you see with that team?
Well, again, a team that won the league last year and has a lot of people back. Another team that's been in a lot of close games and has won quite a few of those. And so we know they can definitely beat us. And we also know that we can beat anybody on our schedule. So, again, the respect's there. They have good players. They're well coached, and we're excited about the game.
Good stuff. John Reilly, once again, 7:30 Wednesday. They'll be taking on Mercyhurst. It is at Mercyhurst. Luckily, that is in Erie, PA. So it's an away game, but you don't have to travel too far.
Close game, so we
All
always.
right. Coach John Reilly, thanks a lot.
Thank you.